Hi everyone, good evening. It's just Damian here. Uh, I am a little bit wound up, basically. A little bit wound up and a little bit stressed. However, I'm trying to get overcome it. I've just had one of them weeks where things keep breaking on me, and it's getting expensive. So the I noticed last week that the TV in the spare bedroom had broke and switched it on. It was fine, and then there was lines in the LCD, and I'd noticed that I've noticed that the LCD was breaking up. I've been in touch with a few places and that, and they don't sell the screen anymore. And it's come for that telly. I got that telly anyway second hand because it came with the bed, with the bed in the spare bedroom. But I'm not going to get it replaced or fixed just yet because spare bedroom and that kind of thing. So I might get buy a new one when they come in sale or whatever, or give that a little bit of time to see if it does improve or whatever. But yeah, I am trying to work out what I want and what other people want. But few things where things are broke. My mum has asked me how do I know the telly's faulty in the spare bedroom, and I'm like, what it is I do updates. Like if I've updated an app or if I've changed the password on an app, if I've downloaded a new app on a TV, I do it with all the TVs and all the phones and all the devices that are connected to that app, so that I know in the long run that if I wanted to use that TV or use that device, I'd be able to access my media equipment. So it's easier in the long run. So that's why I do it, basically, so that I've got full access to the media when I want it. So yeah, it's just a way of saving time, really. So yeah, that TV's broke, and then last night I wanted to do some printing because my watch has gone faulty, and I have to send it back to get repaired. So I have to print the postage label off, and I have to print the receipt off. Really struggled to get the receipt, and I really struggled to get the receipt. I'd emailed Jet2 because I purchased it last year with Jet2. They were like, if it's still within the 28 days warranty, you can send it back to us as long as you have the receipt and send the receipt off. They then they were like, then someone else had messaged me from the head office, and they're like, we don't deal with the warranty. You'll have to take it up with Seconda. And I'm like, I know that you don't deal with the warranty or whatever. I know that I have to send it back to Seconda. I just want the receipt for the warranty, but I've managed to get it anyway. So I tried uh buying, I tried printing off everything for returning the watch, and I would have done it yesterday. I even went to Asda and bought some special bags of posting, and I had some errors on the printer. It scanned some documents on the laptop and that okay, because I needed to scan some documents to send to the doctor's surgery and that kind of thing. So it was I'd scanned them okay, scanned them okay. Then I was trying to print the other stuff, and it was like you could hear the printer making noises, and it was going through the printing motions and that kind of thing, like it does, and nothing was coming out. Everything was blank. Checked the ink, everything was fine, and I had a look. I took the cartridges out, put them back in, and had a look, and it said B B B 2 or 3, the first chord, and then there's another chord on it that's 1403. So I'd tried going through the settings and that on the printer this because I've got this 1403 code on it now, because it's showing errors in that now. The scanner won't even work on it. So the scanner won't even work on it. So I've got this 1403 code on it, and I don't know what's up with it and that kind of thing. Check some videos and that. It's now saying it doesn't recognise the printer head. So I took the cartridges out, took the printer head out, and cleaned it, and dried it on the radiator, put it back, had it switched off all night, not working still, and yeah, it's not working. So I rang Canon Direct just to see what the error codes were or how to fix it. I'd seen videos on YouTube, and not many people were able to fix theirs. So I'd checked videos on it on YouTube and that kind of thing, and as I said, ran Canon Direct. So she said she couldn't really help me, because you can't buy the parts anymore or whatever, or they don't make the printer. So she gave me a code for 20% off for a 20% discount. So I was looking online, and I was like looking at printers and that online, and there was some other printers and that that there were some printers and that I wanted what I was looking at, and they were the cheap, like some of them were cheap. Cheapest printer, 34.99. So I'd had a look at that, and the cartridges were £26.99 for one set. So I'm like looking online, and I'm like the cartridges for my printer are quite reasonable and quite cheap. It's like for my printer and that, I pay £16.99 for a set of four, so I can refill it 4 times. And I wanted something with the similar running costs. So I've been on Amazon and looking at the type of printer that these cartridges work on. So I was copy and pasting all the model printer numbers online to see what printer works with these cartridges. And I'm like, I found this printer, and it was £179.99, but I got £36 off with a 20% discount. So it will work out more cost effective in the long run getting this printer than the cheapest one, because I already have a set of 4 cartridges that I've not used, what I bought last year, and I've already got a set of ink in the printer that is still full, just about. So not full, but still some in it. So I have. I was looking at getting a new printer head for it, but the issue was that the printer heads, some of them are you buy online and say it's from China or whatever, and then only two and a half stars, and I'm like, that's not good. And it's like, and then some of them are really expensive and more than what the cheapest printer is. So I have been looking in that. So it's, as I say, it's going to work out more cost effective, because if I bought the printer that was £34.99 as well as 4 cartridges, that setup would have cost me 142.95. However, which is £1.04 less than what I paid for this printer. So, as I say, I've already got an extra set of cartridges what I can still use. As I say, I've already got an extra set of cartridges that I can still use. So I've saved a little bit there as well, and I've still got these four cartridges. So when I buy another lot of cartridges, it's going to work out more more effective and cheaper in the long run than buying this other printer. As I say, I've done the maths and that kind of thing, which is what I'm proud of. You buy cheap, you buy twice. That other printer lasted me about 10 year, about 9 to 10 year. Um, it's about 9.5, 10 year old, I think. Uh, or nearly 9.5, 10 year old because I got it. I got it through the Prince's Trust through a grant for when I went to college for doing my counselling skills. So it's the longest uh it's the longest the device that I currently run and that kind of thing. So I've got the new printer ordered and yeah, just once that's sorted I'm gonna send the watch and that off. But yeah, I'm gonna send the watch and that off, get it repaired, get the watch repaired or replaced, got the receipt now and just trying to move forward. I have emailed a couple of college courses and and applied for a couple of college courses, but they haven't been accepting my applications from last year because I don't think because of my additional needs and that kind of thing. So I've emailed them again. So not emailed, re-applied again for some. So I'm just trying to understand what I want, understand what others want. Uh, I am trying to be a bit more clear with what I want and being a bit more assertive. But then when I'm trying to let people know what I want and how I want it, then people are saying that I'm being demanding, critical of the carer. It sounds like I'm being angry, but I have been looking at getting some safety plans and that changed, and I've checked the wording of it, and it doesn't seem that bad to me. As I say, I've had it professionally written because I now use a software on my laptop that will allow me to rewrite everything, so it's a bit more professional and a little bit more professional and a little bit more official. So it just states that I wanted a plan where I'm wanting people to just put on the plan for the mental health that if I have any mental health concerns, to call the police straight away. Because the issue is, as I say, as I say, the issue is I need things set in stone. I need things concise. I need things not contradictory. At the moment, it's like you've had. At the moment, I've had this plan written, that plan written. Eventually what happens is that people don't understand the autism or whatever, and it's people don't understand the autism and it's guidelines and recommendations only. So then they report it to the police, then they report me to the police, and then it's like you get told by solicitors that and the police saying that I'm actively breaking the law, talking about mental health because it upsets people. So I'm wanting a plan to incorporate and include that more. I'm not being angry. I just want a plan that sets out things as well. I don't want to be in a situation again where you get told, or where you get told you can talk to this person about your mental health. It's legal, and then get told you can't talk to this person about your mental health. It's breaking the law. So I'd need a bit more clarification, and I need a bit more clarification and clarity. And because at the moment, as I say, you get told that you need to follow these plans, and then it's like the guidelines, recommendations only, and then I'm arrested and that kind of thing. So I don't know. I don't want to be down that again. Some of my plan that I was going into can give a little bit more further information now. I haven't had full details yet of what's going to happen, but on previous videos and that, I have stated that I would like to be discharged from mental health services and that kind of thing. So I had been discharged from secondary mental health care on the 14th of, not on the 31st of December. So I got the letter yesterday. I had an appointment with the GP on the 8th, and the GP is going to do regular monthly appointments, monthly checkups, and that kind of thing. So that's in place. I do have some sort of plans and that kind of thing. We're working with my communication therapist. I know that she's expensive, but I do have some plans and some ideas of working with her again. She's offered me a date, but I'm like, I want a bit more information, and I'm wanting a little bit more information, and I'm wanting to block book sessions, have a few sessions in advance, because my plan that I've got up here involves her care and her input. But then it's like, I've been looking at some other stuff as well. I'd found out that I can now access peer support one-to-one or group sessions and that, because I'm now open to the gender service on the waiting list. So I have got that, and I've been looking at other stuff. However, some of the other stuff is quite uh confusing, because it's like I got a letter yesterday to say that to state that I'm open to the Hartlepool Community Mental Health Team, and I'd rang this woman, I'd rang the number and that kind of thing, and I explained and said I've got a discharge letter from the Secure Outreach Transitions Team to state that I have been discharged on the 31st. So she's like, they transferred me to someone else, and they're like, we've spoken to uh someone from management on the 6th, and they can confirm that you are open to the Hartlepool Community Mental Health Team and you're going to be working with them. And I'm like, I am not open to the Hartlepool Community Mental Health Team. I had even had an email that morning from the secure, no, that I'd even had an email that morning from the complaints team about something else, to state that I was currently not open to secondary care. So I tried to explain that to her over the phone, and she's like, we don't. Yeah, we've been told that you are open to Hartlepool and they're wanting to work with you. But yeah, I'd spent most of the day yesterday. It's glad that I'm on ultimate minutes. I'd spent most of the day yesterday on the damn on here. Hi. I'm a little bit confused. I'm getting told that I'm open to secondary care, and I don't know. So I'm on the phone trying to ring different organisations within the trust to get an idea of what mental health team I'm open to or why and why. So I'm like, rang Hartlepool and they're like, we we don't have we don't know anything about you. We've got no record on our system. So I then rang someone else and they're like, yeah, you've been discharged. You've been discharged and you've been discharged, not open to any secondary mental health services. Then I ring someone else and they ring me back. You are I've spoken to a lady, and she confirms that you're still open to secondary that you're still open to secondary care. I spoke to a lady and she said I spoke to a lady and she knows all about your case and yeah, she knows all about your case and you're still open to secondary care. And I'm like, I'm not. Don't even know who this lady is anyway because I spoke to my mum. No, I spoke to my advocates and some other people and they don't know who this lady is. So then I had rang the Hartlepool team back and said, look, I've been told that I am open to community mental health team with yous and I just wanted to know what's happening and that kind of thing. So I had explained I've been told it's through yous and that. So she said, check the system. They couldn't see me on the system, but then she checked with the referrals and that kind of thing. And I was open with them, but she didn't understand it either. She said, we'll need to check this because we can see that you're not names on the system now through the other way that we've checked, but we don't know what's going on because you don't have an active caseload with us. So then it's like, so then it's like, I then rang someone else, and they're like, you're not open to secondary mental health care and that kind of thing. So I throughout the day and that I did liaise with the doctors, and the doctor messaged me and said that she didn't think that I was open to secondary care. So then the last bits that I used the printer for were to scan some documents, or the last bits that worked properly with the printer were to scan some documents for the doctor so that she was aware and knew what was going on. And I'm still waiting to hear back from that. But generally, I'm just a little bit confused because one person doesn't know what the other person's doing. There's a bit of confusion at different places. I'm wanting to try new ideas, new approaches, but some of it revolves around me not being open to secondary care, and it's like caused me anxiety in that again because I don't know now if I'm open to secondary care again or if they're going to try to make me change my mind. But generally, the way that it works with secondary care with me, and one of the reasons why I can't go back is because I've had issues with Darlington before and I've been traumatised with that. But also, I've been told by the police and solicitors and appropriate adults that I am actively breaking the law talking about mental health because it upsets people. There's been times where I've been talking in the crisis team when I get intrusive thoughts and feelings and that kind of thing. whilst I'm still in control, just while the anxiety is at the very, 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 very beginning. And it's like we don't deal with intrusive thoughts and feelings. You have to go through the place, and then it's like you're in the place that's quest team matter, and you passed on between the two. And then it's like September I was arrested because I was passed on between the two. Quest team told me to be in the place told me to be in the quest team. Passed on because I was active because of misuse of the system when I wasn't trying to do that at all. Now first going to court, but the other issue is that I get told there's plans to follow and that kind of thing. I'm trying to follow them, the guidelines and recommendations only. Then the police come out because they don't understand autism. I'm arrested, and then told by solicitors in the place that I'm actively breaking the law because it upsets people. So and then there's been times where I've had severe anxiety attacks because of a dream, and that's of intrusive nature. And I'd told the paramedics that, but then they'd ran the police, and then they were told they had to call the police because of a dream. But yeah, feeling a little bit annoyed and certain things. But yeah, if you want a message or learn more, feel free to message me. Bye.